guys, welcome back to Hike Oregon. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you some of the new gear that I got this season. If you are new here, welcome to the Hike Oregon channel. I make hiking and backpacking vlogs, as well as gear reviews and just general tips and tricks videos to help you become a more confident hiker and backpacker. If you enjoy content like that, click that red subscribe button and the notification bell so that you are notified every time I make a new video. And if you want more content from me, you can always support me over on Patreon, where for as little as just $1, you get extra content each month. If you have been following my channel for a while, you know that I rarely get new hiking and backpacking gear just because I have been doing this for so long. I have had a lot of my gear for years and years, and I just don't really have a need to get new gear all the time. I know some people are total gear junkies, and honestly, it would probably help my channel if I got new gear all the time, tried it out, and then reviewed it, but I just don't. I don't like to be wasteful. I also don't have excess money to spend on random gear items, so I just haven't bought gear in a while. Also, last year I had back surgery, so I did not go backpacking and didn't know I needed new gear items. This year, however, because of my back surgery, some new things came up, such as sleeping on a backpacking trip, as well as shoes. So let's just get started with the shoes, shall we? So since April, I have tried a total of 8 pairs of trail runners. I know, ridiculous. Some of them, I tried them on out of the box and I knew they didn't work. A lot of them I did hike in at least one time. Some of them I hiked in for about a month at a time, and then just they didn't work. So I finally found a pair that work for my feet. My feet and my gait have changed since I had spinal fusion. So the trail runners that I used to wear, my Altra Timps, I could just out of the box, put them on, hike 15 miles, not a problem. They don't work for me anymore. Unfortunately, they've also changed the shoe a little, so it could be that in combination with my feet are just different now. Even my old trail runners, I still had some Ultra Timps that only had a few miles on them, and I tried to put them on and they just don't work. They don't work for my feet. So I am now going with the Altra Lone Peak 9s. God, they look like I've had them for years. They got wet and then I hiked in ash and it just like completely ruined the shoe. They were a cute purple when I got them. Anyway, they have gone on a few hikes with me now and they're all right. They don't give me blisters, which is great. I've been struggling with blisters, which sucks. I haven't struggled with blisters since I first started backpacking 12 years ago. They're kind of squishy, but not too squishy. They're good. Out of all the shoes that I tried, these have been the best fit, so I'm gonna just keep these and stop worrying about shoes. I don't need to try any more shoes. And since we're talking about new issues since my back surgery, we're gonna talk about the sleeping situation. Sleeping on that sleeping pad, man, was so difficult, partially because I can really only sleep on my side. At home with lots of pillows, I can kind of sleep on my stomach / side, like it's not just directly 100% on my stomach, but when I'm backpacking, I can't. I only have one pillow. The pillow I had was like this big and super soft, so you would just sink down immediately and squish. So when you are side sleeping, especially on a Therm-a-rest that's filled with air, it's mildly hard. So your shoulder has nowhere to go, especially if you have like a pillow that's like... So I did not sleep hardly at all, like maybe an hour or two on my last backpacking trip. It was awful. So I was like, gotta find a new pillow. This weighs about the same as my last pillow. This is a Therm-a-rest pillow. I cannot do the inflatable pillows, unfortunately. The air ones don't work, so I have to get something squishy. This has like foam in it. It's not like a super soft pillow. It's mildly firm. And then what I liked about it is it has this drawstring. So I can kind of cinch the drawstring and it poofs it up. So it makes it smaller, but it poofs it up. So you don't squish down as much, which then creates this nice area. Hopefully it'll work. It should be much better than my other one. Granted, it's a lot bigger, so squishing it into my backpack might be a little bit difficult, but we'll see. I think this will be good. Next, I got a new sun hoodie from Outdoor Vitals. I have had this make and model of sun hoodie from Outdoor Vitals for 3 or 4 years now, and I really like it. However, it gets stinky. My blue one was at the end of its life, super gross. Like, I could not get the stink out of it. Like, it would smell all right after I got out of the laundry. I'd wear it for 30 minutes and just, it would reek. So I got a new one, and this one is in this super cute color. It suits me very well. I had it on my last hike and I loved it. I really like the fit. It's loose everywhere, which is so nice in a sun hoodie. I just don't like clingy clothing in the summer. It gives me the ick. So I can vouch for this. I love this, but it's brand new. Next, I have some water items. So I got a new filter. This is the Platypus filter. I have been going strong with Sawyer Squeeze for, well, since I started backpacking, for years and years. However, I am finding that pretty much every year I have to replace it, because even though I clean it and put it away super dry, I do all the things that they say to do to clean your filter, the next summer I try to use it and not even a drop of water comes out. It's so plugged up. So I don't know what's going on with that. It's happened to me multiple times, so I am giving up on Sawyer Squeeze. My friend had this Platypus filter and I saw the flow rate on this and it is insane, like actually insane. It also comes with a cover, which is really nice. Then everything is kind of clean and sanitary, and this twists off. So this you would put on your Knock Vecto, which I also got a new one of. However, my dog chewed this one straight out of the packaging. This was $25 and she stole it off the table and chewed through the packaging and chewed holes in the brand new Knock Vecto. So I'm ordering a new one, even though this was the new one. So you just screw this on here and then you put your, water in here and then you squeeze. Yeah, I saw the flow rate, like I said, and it looks incredible. So I had to buy it. It's the same weight as the Sawyer Squeeze, 2.4 ounces. It might actually even be lighter. So super excited for this. And then my new Knock Vecto is coming in a few days. This season, I also purchased and tried out for the first time ever the Thermacell, and I made a whole review video on it. It is super, super awesome. I absolutely love it, and I highly, highly recommend, especially if you are in Oregon in the summer, you know all about how terrible the mosquitoes can be. So highly recommend that gear purchase. And that is probably my favorite gear purchase of this season. And last but not least, it is coming in the mail, is my brand new Garmin InReach. Unfortunately, I have to buy a new one. I have had mine for 7 or 8 years now, and unfortunately it has gone through a wash cycle about year 2 of me owning it, and since then the battery life has just significantly declined. And the past 2 years it's gotten really bad, to the point where I turn it on at the beginning of a day hike and by the end of the day it's out of battery, which should not be happening. Normal battery life on a Garmin InReach is pretty long. When I first got it, I was able to have it on for 4 or 5 days before I needed to charge it. So it is time to get a new one. Unfortunately, not necessarily a fun gear purchase. It's very expensive and it's just a piece of gear I have to have, not something that is cool and fun to purchase. So I hate to do it, but I gotta get a new one. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this quick little video. I would love to know in the comments below what new gear you have purchased this season. If you don't already, go ahead and follow me over on Instagram. That's where I post all of my recent hiking and backpacking adventure pictures. And if you want to hike and backpack here in this amazing state of Oregon, check out my website, hikeoregon.net. You'll find tons of info about day hikes, backpacking, and swimming holes, and even mountain summits. On the website is also where you can purchase all of my hiking guidebooks that I have written over the years. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next adventure.